What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel Trading Simplified. Today we're going to review alerts. I'm going to show you on Active Trader Pro, which is what we are trading on. And I'm going to show you how to set alerts effectively, strategically, and this has helped me be profitable this year. So if you want to set alerts, you click alerts up here, and then you can set the price alert. When you set the price alert, you can link it to your tabs, and then you can do the price movement, like rises above, falls below, etc. Besides that, you need to be strategic about your alerts. So the first thing I like to do is zoom out and look at the 1 month, the 3 month, and really get an idea where stocks are bouncing off of as support and resistance. So whether you're swing trading, whether you're day trading, alerts are very effective. They allow you to not have to be at the computer all the time. And to me, that's a big advantage because you can set up these text alerts to you so you're aware when they're happening. So I'm going to give you an example today. I made some money on Tesla. And I knew right off the bat when I was trading these alerts that there is support around this 333 zone. There's been multiple spots highlighted that has been levels of support. So I set alerts just by simply going off on a 1 or 3 month chart and noticing when they get to these levels, Tesla's probably going to react. As I get closer to it, the 10-day, it's easier to see that right here is 329 level, went as low as $328. And what do you notice? When my alerts go off at 330, I am noticing we had a breach here of the support level, and we also had it right here. So what I try to do is I set my alerts a little bit above this, because when you zoom in on the 5-day chart, this right here at 330 when my alert's going off, I still have time to get into this chart and take a look and make the trade, because I can compare the past to the present. You need to use the past support and resistance to make your levels. So the first thing was setting an alert at 330 to get that alert to get into this trade. Now, as the day goes on, you need to also set alerts, not just on your support and resistance. You need to set alerts for intraday trading. What that means is that you don't have to sit by the computer anymore. You can set your alert and be ready. For example, you see this pink dotted line? Even if I had just a 5-minute chart up, I can see that this is the VWAP. You see how the pink lines are moving? This is VWAP. I like to place my trades where VWAP would be. So if we get a break of VWAP, meaning we are selling off and then we're bouncing up to retest VWAP, I would set my alerts around this $334 level. Let me just highlight it for you to make it easier for you. What I'm going to do is draw a rectangle, if I can find it. We'll use this. I'm going to draw this out. I'm going to highlight this right here and just move this down. I know that we're getting resistance around this 334 level. So what I will do during the trading hours is set my alert. And then I'll put in Tesla, and I'll do price movement. And then I'll type in 334.25. Set the alert. The alert is set. Now I will get a text message on that on my personal phone when Tesla breaks above. So I don't have to watch and wait for this downside, because I'm trying to trade a VWAP breakout strategy where when the stock finally recovers and it breaks through VWAP, like for this example, I can potentially make this trade. 334 up to 336 is 2-point spread. If you're a scalper, that can work for your strategy. Also, what I like to do is set the alerts for the break of VWAP. So after I trade this area right here, because we had a break of 334 right here, I'm looking at the trade, watching it, and then getting in on these candles. I also set alerts for below. So I set alerts for below 333. I try to set it near the previous support and resistance and the break of VWAP. Now, let's use UNH for an example. UNH at the open at 9 a.m. had a massive breakout. I traded this today, I made $600 on it. But let's say you missed the trade and it blasts up from, you can see 302 right here, all the way up to about 307. If you missed that trade, that's okay. But what I did do is I can see the VWAP right here. You see the pink moving around? I set my VWAP alert at 305. So that enables me to watch other stocks, because when this candle hits and it breaks VWAP 305 all the way down to about 304, now it's on my radar to watch. So what I did was, whether I'm going long or short on this position, I have an alert that UNH was at 307. It triggers to my phone or on the platform, goes down to 304. Now I know the stock is moving down. So I set my alerts. So now I know that the stock is moving, because volatility is what I want when I'm trading. Next, when it sells off, and it sells off all the way here, I will set my alerts back where VWAP is. So VWAP could be at 303, 302. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be an indicator that you can trust. So you know that when it gets to this level, it deserves your attention. And that's what your alerts should do for you. They should prepare you to look at the stock and not have to watch consistently. For me, that's been a game changer in my day trading. Here's another example. In Google, today, 9:30, blast up to 10 o'clock. I set my alerts for the break of VWAP at 167.3. I know to look at it. When my alert goes off, it's still selling off. These are 5-minute candles. Then I can plan my entry around RSI, volume, etc., all that fun stuff. That's how I do my trading with my alerts. And I also, midday trading, I also can set it up around the VWAPs. So you should really choose your alerts. It's something to think about. Go back charting, look at your charting, look at your trades that you've done. Set your alerts around VWAP. Set your alerts around the break of 9 EMA. Do you see this red line? This is the 9 EMA. When it sells off here in this 5-minute candle and goes all the way down to 166, I set my alerts above where the orange is, the 21 EMA, or above the 9 EMA. So then I can trade this zone. Let me show you the zone I'm looking at. Right here, you are seeing that the orange EMA, I'm going to make this a little thicker for you. The orange EMA, which is the 21 EMA, it started to break that. Once it broke through it, I get an alert. And I set another alert above the 9 EMA. So now I know we're starting to get a reversal here in the candles. So it's always good to pay attention to where this is happening. The only way that this is possible is by setting your alerts. So whenever you're trading, don't just go by the lagging indicators. Set your alerts. Have your price target ready where you want to trade. That is how I do it, and I hope this helps you. So please leave a comment in the section below if you find that setting alerts near VWAP, the 9 EMA, the 21 EMA are helpful. You can do it to retest the VWAP. You can do it for a break of VWAP. You can do it for a break of a reverse past the 21 and the 9 EMA. You can see right here on NVIDIA that there's divergence. The 9 EMA is passing the 21 EMA, and look, the candles are respecting it. So you can make your breakout or your alert set around these candles, because you can see that it's starting to approach that. That is how I do my trading, and it has significantly improved my profitability, because I feel like it is not just me looking at the charts anymore. I have somebody to help me, which is my alerts. You can set your alerts to ride the 9 EMA and think, okay, when this starts to go, I'll set my alert for a break of 141. And then see later on in the day, does it break 141? Just so you're always prepared. If you're looking at on a further chart out, you can put it for the VWAP, and if it does break these levels, you will be aware, so you don't miss a trade. I hope this is helpful. Please let me know in the comment section below, and let me know what you do to improve your trading.